Hey, good peeps of the interwebs. Welcome to Beer for Breakfast, Oot and Aboot at Jazz Fest. Tonight we're at the Rachel Brown Theatre, June 25th, for the 2016 TD Winnipeg International Jazz Festival. We are joined by Mr. Mike Manny, he of the Mike Manny Trio, who just finished burning the roof off. You did. It was fun. And Mike Manny's originally from Toronto. We don't hold that against him. Oh. He studied in New York and then brought it to Winnipeg. He started off as a reservist in the artillery, a piano man in the artillery.
That's true.
Then he found out that the RCF had regular forces had a real band, and he was in like Flynn, and he hasn't looked back. Welcome to Beer for Breakfast, Mike.
Thank you so much, Bruce. Thanks for having me. This is awesome.
Well, first and foremost, I have to ask you about your styling, because it's a barn burner. It's fun.
Yes.
The notes are bright, but they're round, and they got a nice softness to them. You mentioned one of your favorite was Oscar Peterson.
Yes, for sure.
We love him to death.
For sure.
But we heard a lot of the Daves in there. Grusin, Benoit,
Yes,
Brubeck, little Vince Giraldi.
That's
Tell
right.
us about your style, first and foremost.
Well, I wouldn't say that I personally have my own type of influential style where I'm doing my own thing. It's a lot of great people that I've listened to over the years, and I love listening to all that 50s, 60s bag of jazz, a nice bebop era and whatnot. So I think I just want to be able to entertain people as much as possible and have them tap their feet a little bit, have a little bit of snap in the fingers and whatnot, and they enjoy it. And once they're enjoying it, I'm enjoying it, and that's the name of the game.
I found it to be like a jazz version of Andre Rieu.
Oh, there you
It's
go.
so much fun. People forget the seriousness of the music and
Right.
the technicality.
Oh, for sure.
And as your bassist Mike pointed out, those are a lot of notes.
Oh, there were a lot of notes. I use all 88s, I would say, on the keyboard. So I do like using it all, and you know, once it's all there and people are enjoying it, that's the main thing.
And if people recognize your face, it's because you're around everywhere. Marco Castillo and Brazilian
That's true,
Beats.
yes.
He was in the audience tonight,
There you
loving
go.
it.
I didn't
He
even
was
know.
tapping his toe.
Perfect.
And of course with Rodrigo Munoz,
Yes.
Papa Mambo.
Yep, I do love a lot of Latin music. I play a lot of salsa, merengue, cumbia, cha-cha-cha, all those different things also. All those different influences have made me play what I like to play now, and swing is where it's at, though. That's my most favorite bag. So.
And what do you bring into swing? We'll get to the songs, but what I want to mention first, let's talk about the musical culture
Sure.
within the military.
Okay.
Because you developed your career,
Correct.
your playing, and especially leading a band
Right.
within the military.
For sure.
And while we know about the musical ride with the RCMP and that there is an RCF band, people don't generally associate the military with nurturing that culture.
No,
Give us an insight to this.
Sure. Well, the military band system is an amazing system where they have a lot of concert band sort of related music, and they do have some jazz, stage band, big bands kind of music also. We do play a lot of parades music, like you mentioned, the RCMP musical ride, but we do have the opportunity to play some jazz. So we'll do some dinner music, dinner evening type of things. Before a big performance, a big stadium type of thing, there'll probably be a cocktail party, a reception or whatnot. So that's where I get to shine. I get to play some jazz for folks, get the toes tapping, get the fingers going. But there's still also, in the military side of it, we still have to be full-time members of the military and still do all that stuff that goes along in there. Even though I'm a musician in the military, I'm still a full-time military member also.
So within the military, what do you do when you're getting your fingers all dirty?
When I was with the band, I'm actually not with the RCF band right now. But right now I'm working with the Regional Cadet Support Unit Northwest, so I work with the cadet program. And there I work with the air training and air shop of the air cadets. So basically when a bunch of air cadet squadrons needs support with training, with logistics, with accommodations, they'll call me here in Winnipeg at the headquarters, and I will, as we call it, flesh it out to the right departments and agencies here at 17 Wing Winnipeg. And that's basically it, and they get what they need, and we get feedback on how things were, and basically that's in a nutshell, that's what I'm doing right now. But in the evenings I get to practice, I get to play, I'm home on the weekends, I can do all that kind of stuff, so it's a win-win situation. How about that?
and we did see a fair number of support from the base.
Yes.
You could tell by the shoes.
Oh yes, the shiny shoes around here.
They were the shiniest.
There you go.
And well, let's talk about, before we let you go, I want to talk
Sure.
about your song selection,
Sure.
because you like the swing, but you brought the 70s pop.
Yes.
Especially in particular, 2 numbers from the Carpenters and a bunch from the Muppets.
Yep.
Mr. Paul Williams loved here in Winnipeg. He
go.
also did the music and wrote the songs for Phantom of the Paradise, which was a bigger hit here than anywhere else in the world except London and Paris.
Oh, really?
Winnipeg, London, and Paris.
There you
But it's
go.
about jazz. Tell us about your song selection, how you take them into jazz, because people go, I don't see it until they hear it.
Well, there's a lot of great things about jazz where that jazz encompasses so much music, so much time, so much eras of time, basically. So if you take a pop tune, for example, you can turn it around and play some jazz chords on it, fitting in the right melody, the phrasing and whatnot, and that's an important thing to do so people recognize what's going on. There's a lot of jazz musicians who will play a lot of free-based kind of music, which is good, and they enjoy it. The audience loves it too. The stuff that I chose was just kind of tunes that I've known over the years, songs that I like, songs that I've heard on the radio, songs that people actually said, hey, did you ever thought of playing anything like the Carpenters? And I'm like, no, actually, why not? And take a listen and see what happens and play it all out, and there you go. We just make it happen.
So we're here at Jazz Fest. What's on the horizon for you? We saw a whole bunch of videotaping going on.
Yes. Well, the reason why I was getting some stuff videotaped was I'd like to have a little demo of what happened tonight, so I can kind of put it on a new website that I'm working on and have it there, and maybe get some other engagements, some other gigs and stuff, since I'm here in the city for a bit and next couple of years at least, and do some more playing. Why not do some trio stuff? Get the guys to come back out, or get some other guys to do some playing, and that was basically it.
You got 2 years at least.
For sure. That's it.
Mr. Mike Manny, thank you. It's a pleasure.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
They call me Bruce. Amanda's on the camera, and this has been another episode of Beer for Breakfast, Oot and Aboot. Until we meet again, be good, have fun, stay motivated.